Welcome to the tournament tip-off. I'm Ennis of the New York Times, here with Bill Rhoden, sports columnist of the New York Times. Well, we're into the Final Four now. Some marquee names, marquee teams here, Michigan State, Villanova, North Carolina, Connecticut. All these teams have won titles in the past. But there's a lot of differences, too, between the teams.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very interesting mix of heavyweights. You've got, on one hand, you've got Connecticut to beat and with A.J. Price. You've got North Carolina with Hansborough and Lawson. But then if you ask the average person, well, what about Michigan State and what about Villanova? They'd say, well, I don't know. One has green, the other one has blue, But I really like, so I think it's a great mix. In an ideal world, you'd have a tough Villanova team playing a tough Michigan State team in the finals. That's not going to happen. I think you're going to get a little glamour, and you're going to get a little blue collar.
Yeah. One of the storylines from last week, obviously, that's probably going to carry over into this week, was UConn and their, alleged recruiting violations. How much do you think that's going to play on their mind this week?
Well, it's going to play on our mind. As the media, Jim, just one more question about that recruiting thing. I think that it's going to be asked. The question is going to be raised. Do I think it's going to overshadow the tournament? No, primarily because Michigan State's there. I think there's going to be a lot of interest in Izzo, and you get time is already starting, and we don't get any respect.
Yeah.
Kind of mantra. So yeah, I think that it's going to be there, but I don't think it's going to overshadow.
Another one of the interesting off-the-court situations that's sort of developing is John Calipari to Kentucky.
Right.
And as of Tuesday morning, nothing official, but it all seems like it's traveling down that road. What do you think of that sort of marriage?
That's a good term. Yeah. Marriage. Get that marriage counselor in place. I respect John, and I think that this is huge for him, and it's huge for the nation. I mean, John Calipari has always been in these B conferences. He's been in the A10, Conference USA, and as you talk to him, you could tell he's like, I'm really getting tired of this. I want people to see how great I am.
Well, it is about the games this week, and there are several very compelling matchups. Who do you think at the end, when it comes to Monday and one shining moment comes on, who do you think is going to be cutting down the nets?
Self-interest, I would like Connecticut. I like Connecticut, and I would like North Carolina. It's a glamour game. I think you're probably going to get Michigan State and Carolina. That's what I think is going to happen.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, we'll be watching just like you will all throughout the week, and be sure to check back to the Times' quad blog throughout the Final Four for news and updates.